Hello all, D-Swank here. I'm back in Space Engineers, and this is going to be the last of the mod spotlights that I am going to be putting together for the series, unless we start adding some more mods, which we may. To start off with, there's a couple mods in here that we're not using, the Harpoon mod, and we're not using it because it's got some errors in multiplayer, so that's out. The others, I'm not going to be talking about the weld pads because that's a holdover from the previous season. And we've discussed it several times in depth. It's two pads you put together, they weld, and suddenly it's like a merge block, but the merge blocks aren't there. Then we have Takashi plane parts, which again we used last season. They're fairly, well, they're solid. We have the props in there just because props, but for the most part, we have this for the wings, and it includes an aerodynamics mod. Now, we've got Mexpex's heavy mining drill. This is the small one. That tickles me that this is the small one. This is the small one because it's for small grid. You can see all the little small grid ports there. Okay. And down here, let me grab the other one because I really thought that I could just swap back and forth between the two. There's mining grid, heavy mining drill, large grid. Okay, so there's three sizes actually, I think. How? Once I figure out how not to be stupid, I'll be back. Nope. Well, maybe. Alright, yep. So we have three different ones. We have small grid, small grid small, small grid big, which just happens to be the same size as big grid big. Go away. Wait, what? Ah, we got something floating in the distance. Are you gonna crash for me? I do like how I can see further at a diagonal, but I think that's the nature of pretty much all voxel games. But okay, let's get back to the mods. So we have our drills. Next up, we're going to be looking at the rest of MA's blocks. We have PocketGear, which is landing gear that will retract. So I don't have an interface. Control panel. There we go. Okay. Pocket. Retract. Ooh. And there's small and large grid versions of this. And you can detach and make a mess like I just did. But it's mostly there because we think having some retractable landing gear would be fun. You have that. You also have PocketGear versions of, well, the mag plates right here. They don't retract or anything. They're just magnetic plates, and you can see how far out they can lock onto things. Fairly far out, so you don't wreck stuff. Nice that way, and I am getting rid of that foot elements. Alright. We also have the many different spotlights. Actually, I think that's all the same spotlight. Yeah, it's just alternating back and forth. There are more spotlights than that. MA. Why are they all... Oh, because I didn't grab all of them. Okay. Alright, so we have spotlight like that. Spotlight like that. Spotlight like that. Spotlight like that. And the three-way spotlight. And we have these lights that we have used over our doors in the playthrough. I really like them. They're nice. And then we have the poles pack. So we have a 3 block, a 6 block as our two options. We've got this pole support, which you can do all sorts of things with. It gives you a third attachment point. You've got pole pillar, which matches the poles, and here you can put the Space Engineer's pillars attached on either side, which again is very nice. It mounts well. And you have the pole spotlight, which is, well, it's got the mounting that all of these have for mounting on the poles, but it's got 4 of these on it. I actually have one of those placed on top of a bulb in the series right now. That episode hasn't been edited to be put up yet. And then the lantern, which gives off a huge amount of light. And you can combine all of these lights to make some impressive things. I really do like it. And... okay. I did talk about Zardos already, because they're down there. Okay. But those are... I believe the poles and the spotlights are 2 separate packs. The landing gear are a different pack. And I know the big drills are a different pack. Those are the 4 mods we had left to discuss that are in World at the moment. We have been discussing a few more to add in, some that mess with thruster coloration, so we can make like red thrusters and things like that on our ships. I think we've approved that. I'm not sure if it was actually added or not. And there may be a couple other things added. And once I get enough new mods to discuss added to the mod collection, I will do another one of these discussing it. But until that time occurs, this is the last of the mod spotlights for the Survival series. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this has shown you some of the things we're planning on using. Well, I know it's shown you the things that we're planning on using, but I hope you are intrigued by some of these as much as we are, and I will will see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.